You know what I recently found out? That things are not only specific to me, like other people experience shit that I might be experiencing. No, I don't know. It might be a cultural thing for me. I realize that sharing does help, though. Sharing does help. It's, okay, again, I got to go to my community. I feel like it's a stigma where, okay, judgment, 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 judgment. If you go judge, judge. That's why I really like my TikTok, because I get to share parts of me on there, and I get comments like I'm in the same situation. I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm learning that shit isn't like, oh my God. Shit isn't specific to Nancy. I don't know if it's when you're going through it, you just feel so alone, but shit isn't specific to just Nancy. So I want to share about, because I feel like essentially I need to be real with myself. If you can't fix what happened, and it's not even fixing, but for lack of better words, fix what happened if you don't know what the cause of the problem was, right? So this is what I've came up with. I did that 1 year in psychology, you know what I mean? So I be analyzing the hell out of myself, but I really do believe it's perfectionism. It's a how should I go about this? Okay. I recently found out that I have ADHD. And that really rocked my world, but everything began to click. So, I mean, perfectionism. Perfectionism can exist in any space, but it does make sense now that, perfectionism falls underneath the umbrella of ADHD, right? So the thing is, when we can't achieve that perfectness, I don't know, that shit hit different, like different. Like, here, I'm trying to make it specific to Nancy again. I was about to say, probably not you're different, multiply that by X. You know what I'm saying? But other people, I know there's somebody out there that's listening that can feel me. You feel me? So, that's a lot. So yeah, the perfectionism definitely played a part. This is the one. I tied my journey to my self-worth and to my identity. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Not only that, we naturally, as human beings, sometimes are our worst critic. Nobody can beat me up better than I can beat me up. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how tall, how big. No, I don't care how much you could lift. Child, you can't beat me up better than I could beat me up. And that is something I'm working on, because in this time that I've escaped from the world, I need everybody to understand. I did not just escape from YouTube or from Instagram. No, I escaped from the world. Man, now that I'm speaking, I'm reflecting, and only thing I want to say is, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, oh my God, he brought me out of some dark, dark, dark times. But what I could say on the flip side is, it is bad to feed your depression. The depression like darkness, and I would not get out into the light, like at all. The world makes it so easy to be a shut-in. Walmart delivers, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, Amazon. Did I say Walmart? Because they do. And apparently, I know Papa John's delivered thanks to Jonathan. You feel me? So, yeah. So where was I? Because I just went somewhere totally different than where I wanted to go. But yeah, it hits hard. It was tied to, no. Where was I? I don't want to lose it. Oh my God, I think I lost it. Okay, part two. Yeah, so I tied it to my self worth. I was my worst critic. I fed the depression. I literally fed the depression. And thank God, right? So, yeah, that's what happened. What happened was, yeah, during the pandemic, there was no gym. I developed a routine. It was difficult for me to what is the word that I'm looking? When catch my footing, that's the word, catch my footing. It was difficult for me to catch my footing. And at that time, to be honest, DoorDash was popping. DoorDash and Instacart was popping. Man, I made a bunch of money. And I was being good because I realized that I was putting on a little something, something. So I was trying to be good. And then I couldn't be good no more because I was freaking doing Instacart and DoorDash all day. I don't know if it's just me, but there's just so much discipline a person got at any given time. I don't know. And once I did it, it was not like a cheat meal to me. It was, this is going to sound so weird. It was just, that's been my place for years, to use food as comfort. So it was honestly like welcome home, like welcome back. That's the only way I can express it. Like there's sometimes I eat, I want to say even now, but let's just say even 2 weeks ago. But yeah, there's sometimes I'll be like, yo, I feel like shit. I feel sad. I feel something. And then I'm like, Jonathan, can you order something on DoorDash? And he'll be ever so happy to. But I used food as comfort. So I was already feeling some type of way. And at that point, I felt like I was losing my mind anyway. Then my nephew. I don't know if it's not realistic. It's not reality. But in my mind, I have a perfect place in my mind, and I compare the world to the perfect place in my mind. And in a perfect place in my mind, the older ones shouldn't be burying the younger ones. I don't know. I feel like that is what the natural order of things should have been like. In my little perfect world, it is. So seeing this, he was like my brother. Like, F calling him my nephew. Like, my mom raised him. That was my brother. Well, my mom and his paternal grandmother raised him. And that was my brother nonetheless. And I'm 11 years older than him. I remember when he was born. I couldn't put him down. We finally had a baby in the house. I was so very happy. But then I got older and I wanted to do hood rat shit with my friends. And, I'm gone. Like, I'm literally gone. Like, I'm out in the world. I'm gone. And then I come back and we meet each other again in Georgia. And I got my 2 kids and I'm pregnant with my third. And he used to call Jonathan baby, what was it? Baby Tiger, Jonathan. Oh my God. Oh, that was ages ago. This boy's about to be 17. But anyway, wow, that's age. Oh my God. That means I'm old. Anyway, back to the topic. So Jonathan, yeah, baby Tiger. And I don't know, it hurt. Like, I mean, loss hurts. It does. It hurts deeply. It hurts profoundly. It hurts to your core. That shit hurt. Plus, I had faith that he was. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. Am I? Am I? I think I am. Oh, crying is good. Oh, that's another thing. I realize I do hide behind laughter a lot. And humor and shit like that. And I realized that I do, as an emotional person, like I'm a Cancer, and everything you read about Cancer, that is I. Yes, ma'am. I fit that to a T. So the whole emotional crybaby side, I don't know when I built a wall against that. And I don't allow myself to be in those tough, hard places and feel vulnerable. It's like, why would I want to inflict that pain on me? But that's where the healing starts. And today's the 11th. So, oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's the anniversary. Wow. 20th anniversary. Oh, my God. I'm going to cry. You know what? It's okay. Let me get through this. Tomorrow's the 20th anniversary of my daughter Erica, who passed away 2 days before she would have been 2 months old from SIDS. That right there is a situation within itself. I blamed myself. I berated myself. Like, I remember I had wrote something and I'm like, even animals cry when their, young is injured or, deceased or whatever the case is. And I was just stuck. Like, I was just stuck, and I hated the fact that I was stuck. I felt like everything was moving around me, and I don't like going back to her situation, and I don't like thinking about her situation because, her situation is tied. Oh, I got a new therapist. So hopefully I don't play around with this one and actually definitely I will, because I realize the problem. The problem is, I get all the superficial daily surface shit out. Hey, Nancy, how was your week? Oh my God, these kids got on my motherfucking nerves. And I just talk to her. We'll cover stuff about the past and, things that hurt, but I will not allow myself to go that deep. I will not. And I need deep. I need deep because I need healing, because I need change, because I need transformation. I need deep. I need healing. We cannot continue to live in these cycles and these patterns. They already have drove me crazy. This is me trying to regain my sanity. So, that situation was tied to a whole lot of abuse. Abuse during and after the pregnancy. And we're going to leave that alone for right now. So the passing of my nephew just really, there's something else, but I don't know if I could share that. Can I share that? Can I share? I want to. I want to. And I'm going to. So, inner child wounds is no freaking joke. I felt like this is getting deep. What the freak? Okay. I feel like surrounding the passing of my nephew, I put my inner child in the forefront, of all the bullshit. And I'm going to explain because that probably didn't make no damn sense. Let me start off like this. Let me make it make sense like this. My sister, we are Haitian. Haitians are very 0 to a million really, really, really quick. So, and especially if we don't fuck with you. We don't got the patience, and my sister did not have the patience to speak to my nephew's dad. And he didn't want to speak to her. When it's a very rough energy, you just kind of want to stay away from it. And so he decided to make me the go-to person concerning the care of my nephew. But there was a situation with him when I was younger, and I'm going to leave it at that. And he's an habitual situationaler and never has been to jail. Justice was never served, and that shit bothers me till this day. But when I had to speak with him, because I had to put myself aside and be a big girl and deal with these big girl situations, I felt like I just literally left her out there butt naked. But what else was I supposed to do? So passing on my nephew and then just being in the presence of this vile creature. Yeah, I broke a little bit. I'm not ashamed to say it. I broke, snap, crackle, pop, broke the hell, just gone. So there's been the downs of depression during that time. There has been good moments. I'm not going to paint it all dark and cloudy. But again, when it comes to the weight loss journey, there has been self-doubt. There has been just feeling like a failure, feeling like, damn, you can't get shit right. Like, it was a lot. It was like I told you, my negative self-talk game, let me claim it, used to be atrocious, just nasty. And giving into depression and, everything, ideations came to play. Let me disappear. And if I'm going to get real, to follow up on the whole video about me being in the hospital. Is that my stomach? Oh, child. Yeah, me being in the hospital, I've suffered with ideations for a very long time. And it's not something that I would ever take into my own hands. But I always had the thought, if it happens, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, I feel for those that are left. But at the end of the day, sometimes are really damn near unbearable for me. So when that happened, I was like, oh, is this it? Is this it? Cause 205 over one something. I don't know if it was in the 120 something or 130 something. It was high. Like these niggas thought I was gonna die. It was high. They thinking I'm gonna stroke out. I'm gonna heart attack out. Like, and I didn't know what to think. I get caught in freeze a lot. That's my go-to place. Like fright. What is it? Flight, fright, freeze. I'm freeze. I'm freeze. And I was just numb to it. Like, listen, if I got to this point, if it does happen, there's nothing I could do about it anyway. I just, again, feel bad because I do want to, watch my babies. But this is why therapy is important. And for me to understand that baby vulnerable is important. And you're not going to get through there until you go through the hard parts. You can't keep on touching the light, fluffy surface areas. And, the light, fluffy surface areas, sometimes they got the little jagged edges and they be stinging me. I remember one time we were doing an assessment. And she was just asking me questions. Well, she touched a nerve. And I started crying because now you made me cry because I'm going to tell you stop. And I feel bad for telling you stop. Because I know this is for my good. But you're making me feel things I don't want to feel right now. And I get very aggressive. So I was like, no, we're done here. Not like that, of course. I'm not rude. Okay, sometimes. But yeah, that's, yeah. I'm going to hopefully have the same conversation with my therapist. And I'm going to make space to cry. I'm going to make space to cry. I'm going to, I don't know. I just feel like I spent the majority of my life crying. Like, I feel all dried out. Like, what did all that crying get me? Like, I don't know. But you know what? I am worth giving it a try. Seeing something different is worth giving it a try. Working to save my life. You know what I mean? I want to see my kids grow up. I don't got no grandbabies yet. I want to see some grandbabies. So, And then circle back, I believe my daughter would want me to. I believe my nephew would want me to. Again, right, he passed away in August. In May, we were supposed to schedule we were scheduling a trip to go to Miami. And yeah, planning everything. I got my box of clothes, and he's like, Nancy, embrace it. Oh, we had a whole thing. He was rooting for me to go to the I love Hamilton. I love Hamilton. I love Hamilton. And what I was saying? Yeah, he was like, this is before. Like, was it before or during? Probably during, a little bit during. He was like, no, Nancy, go. You need to go. You need to go do things, and you need to stop being afraid, and da 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 da. And like, he's a traveler. Now he's traveling. Child. He done been to everywhere around the world since he been gone twice. So I know that, he wants me to live, because I know that even though he lived a short time, a lot of things he wanted to do, he did do. And even his college degree, he was about to graduate in December. He passed away in August. Like, baby, you still died doing what? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, I don't know if it's I can't imagine anything better. I don't know. But I guess that's what the whole manifesting journey is about. Maybe I do need to do some scripting. And is it scripting? I don't even know. But manifesting, writing stuff, and imagine that. Because I think I did, but maybe it's time to do it again. Because whatever's on the other side of, oh, child, I got a book in here called The Mountain Is You. I am the mountain. I am in my own way. And again, we don't want to continue with the patterns, the cycles. They get us right back here. And and to get right back here, you go through a whole lot of shit. So I don't want it. Let me go through some new shit. Not the same old shit. Like, come on. Anyway, that is all.